All right, guys, welcome to Eden's Vine. It's a little cold out here today, as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can hook this or wire this into an old heater my dad gave me. I already did some of the work, as you can see, but I'll show you guys how I did that. You'll see it with the other side. It's the same thing. So I've got this, and I'm gonna go hook this up to an old heater that doesn't have a plug. So we're gonna do that. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that, and hopefully it works. I don't know if it's going to work. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Also, there's a little tarp I set up for air conditioner. These air conditioners get a little, if they get snow and ice in them, their fans will start to wobble, and if they wobble enough, they'll rip right off of there. Don't ask me how I know. All right, anyway, here we go. I'm making the walk to the back. I got to get this thing out of the greenhouse. Hopefully the greenhouse will open. If it doesn't, well, we might not be doing this today, but it'll be okay. I already got some heat in there. I just want to get this heater wired up and set up in there to heat up the air in the shop just a little bit and help out my mini split and the little Mr. Heater I've got going in there right now. I don't want to overwork those, and I really don't want to use that much propane. So anyway, vineyard looks kind of nice. It's getting a little frosted. Not quite as frosted as it's gonna be, but it's getting a little frosted. All right, my hand's getting a little cold. Let me get this heater out of here, and we'll get in the shop. Actually, I'll just bear it for a few moments longer. We're almost there. But it is cold. My hand is it's cold out here right now, guys. It's nothing like Alaska or what those other guys do, but this is Texas, man. I'm not used to this. Oh no. Okay, there we go. See if this will open. See, this might be the problem. I might need a, yep, might not be getting in there. Might not be getting in there. Gotta have a torch. And I don't want to burn my, I definitely do not want to burn my stuff up here. Alright. Bummer. Anyway. There's the heater, but it's out of reach right now. I gotta go figure out if I can do something. I don't think I can. Yeah, that's pretty iced up. Problem is, if I light up that heater, I'm gonna burn these panels, and I do not want to do that. I do not want to melt these panels. All right. I don't think. Let's see if I can just get it moving a little bit. I think the top's okay. Yeah, the top's okay. The bottom is the problem. I hope this side might move for me, actually. Oh, that's not. How do you guys in Alaska deal with this all the time? The bottom. Oh, the top's moving. Oh yes, that should be good. I'm probably good. Yes. Haha! Victory! Alright. Yes! there we go. All right. I'm still hopeful that this one might come back a little bit. We'll see. The other one I've got in there right now. All right. Let's get this guy. Actually, it's kind of warm in here, so I might just do the wiring in here. Let's see what we can do. Because I bet it's warmer in here than it is in that shop right now. Here we go. Just gotta unwrap this cord. There we go. Yeah, this heater's been sitting for a long time, so I mean, who knows? Who knows? But this, you know, this stuff that they built a long time ago seems to do a little bit better than the stuff we have now. Ooh, I got something. Definitely don't want that in there. That's gonna be a problem. I got something down in there. I'll have to scrape that or get that out somehow. But anyway, so I got this. I'm not sure where I'm gonna cut it. Probably about right here. There we go. All right. It's really quite nice in this greenhouse. It's not too bad. The wind's gone. You know, feel like I could be without my gloves. Hope I didn't set my other glove down out there. I think it's in the house. I hope not. I'll have to find it. All right. Here we go. So I'm gonna cut this about here. Now this plug I picked has a ground wire, so I'm gonna have to probably cut off that grounding plug because this doesn't need it. I wasn't sure if it needed it or not. So anyway, there that is. Down the middle here, my fingers can split it. I might need to get my blade. It's deep in my pocket. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right. So I'm just gonna cut these two wires apart. So just put it down here and just cut down the middle. There. All right. Most of you guys probably know what I'm doing, but if you don't, this should help you out. Now, this is gonna strip them a little bit longer. I also got my Kleins, but I'll just use this. So there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. And then, not really sure about the polarity on this, so I might get it backwards. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully it just works. Let me take a look. Yeah, I might get it backwards, but we're gonna see. All right, because they're not color coded. All right, so I'm gonna trim this up just a bit. I don't need much exposed, just a little bit. Just enough to get up in there. All right, that's probably good. And then same on this side. There we go. I just left a little, okay? A little bit of wire showing. And then this goes on here. Okay? Gotta make sure it can get all the way up in there. There we go. Oh, I gotta get a little bit more. A little bit more. I need a little bit more wire. I didn't leave myself enough. So we'll do it again. Same on this other side. All right. You don't have to have these. Again, these are some that my father gave me. And they work nice. You can use these too though. If you're using these, you just put it on there. twist it, and then pop the plastic off, or the coating, whatever polymer it's using. All right, so I left that a little bit longer this time. I'll leave this one a little bit longer. Hopefully I get it right this time. If not, I'll do it again. I got plenty of wire. I left myself plenty of room, so here we go. Oh. Give myself enough. That's probably good. Okay. I think that's enough. We'll see. All right, red and black only. Green should be my ground if they did this right before me. If not, I'll have to fiddle with this thing all over again. So hopefully they color coded things the right way, but you never know. All right, now I'm gonna smash this down. I don't really like using my teeth for that, but that's what it is. All right. Hopefully that's on there, because if it's not, there we go. Got it. Good. Okay. One made me a little nervous, because if I mess that up, I gotta go back and start this over. So really don't want to mess it up. Okay. That one's in there. Smash this again. All right. Okay, so we should all be good. Now before I tape this up, because I am going to tape this up, and before I do that, I want to make sure before I lay all this in there and tape all this up with my electrical tape, I want to make sure that this wire wasn't doing anything. So I gotta go plug in and see if it trips my breaker. Okay, it should be good. Should be good. Now I am gonna clip this off when I get into the shop. So we're gonna go do that now. I'm gonna take all my tools and everything with me. And if I need to continue on with this, I'll continue on in the shop. But it was nice being inside the greenhouse doing this. Let me clean up my mess. Okay. I'll look there for now. Alright, my tools go back in my pocket, as I might need them again. Hopefully not, but I might. And then we're going to go okay. I'll get my one glove back on, and I'll get my other hand in my pocket so I don't freeze. Let me get my next scarf on. Okay. Okay, here we go. Gotta be careful. I definitely don't want to break anything. Breaking something is bad bears right now. Bad news bears. Alright. Oh, there we go. Okay. That was nice in there though. I like that. Okay. That back there. Everything's closed up. Whoa. Okay. Let's go to the shop. Old man grunts going on here. Nearly 40, guys. What do I do with that? Keep on living, hopefully, the Lord willing, and enjoy it. Alright. There we go. Okay. It's not too bad when the wind's not blowing, when you have a wind break. So those extreme campers, they know, they teach you right. Still dangerous as hell probably, but you know, you get a wind break, it's really not too bad. But this ice and stuff, gotta be careful on that. I don't want to be falling. All right, here we go. All right, we're inside. I'll put this down. I'll plug it in. We'll see if it works. Get my light on. It's a little messy in here because we got the other building out here had a foundation issue, so we're having to demo it, and it's going to have to be demoed, and so I got a lot of extra stuff in here that I don't really want in here right now, but I don't have much of a choice. All right, as I said, that other wire's not doing anything. It's just the ground, but I'm going to go ahead and cut that off so that I don't have to, so that I don't plug it in. Okay, I got my heaters on that one, so maybe I need to plug in over there. All right, let me do that. This breaker tripped last night because we had a heater go bad. All right, guys, sorry about that. My battery died on my phone. So anyway, so I cut that off right there, that grounding wire. This does not have a grounding wire. So some of this old stuff doesn't require a grounding wire. So I just plugged that in, and I went and checked my GFCI. Everything's working. I'll show you that in just a second. And here you can see that light's on. There is hot air coming out, so it is getting hot. The idea is that we're going to keep it just a little bit warmer inside the shop, even though I don't have insulation in here. Just need to keep the green lights on. So that's good. That's good. GFCI is working, didn't get tripped. So that's working. Chicken coop's plugged back in over there, running out to the coop. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's out there. There's a heater for them. And just need to check that GFCI. And again, the idea is this room's insulated, so keep that a little bit warmer out there. And that green light's on too, so we're good. Okay, we're all good. Nothing got tripped. Okay, so the idea is we keep it just a little bit warmer in here. See, it's 59. I don't want that to get below 50. Okay, I really want that to stay above 50. My mini split's working as hard as it can. So the idea is we get it a little bit warmer in the shop, and it'll help it stay a little bit warmer in there. Now I do have more propane, just a few more cans. I got some back in the garage. I don't really want to use them, but I do have them. Next thing with these old heaters, got to get stuff like this away from them. Okay, they get really hot. So I can't use this front door anyway, so I'm just going to set my stuff over there. Chainsaw again, doesn't really have a home right now because the other building's out of commission. So just got to deal with what I've got. But I want to make sure that first aid, we'll talk about why it's on the floor a little bit later. Okay, maybe another video. But there's a good reason why it's down on the floor. Okay, hopefully I never have to use it. I'm going to leave that like it is for now. Okay, it's not where it can cause too many problems, and because of how I have it, I'm not too worried about arcing. I'll tape up that green wire and just be done, and then eventually I'll tape everything once I know that this is going to keep working for me. But it looks like it's doing well. There is hot air coming out. Get my cord away, because again, these old heaters, man, they get really hot. I don't want any problems with them. All right. Okay. Just out of an abundance of caution here, let's just get that out of the way. Okay. This should be okay. Stuff like that out of the way. All right. I think we're good. This is working okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up right now. Wrap that end. Okay, I'm gonna wrap each one individually, and I'm gonna wrap them together. So let's get a little bit of tape here. And just start it below the union and just wrap it up as neatly as you can. Now they make some shrink wrap stuff for this, some heat shrink wrap, but they make some heat shrink for it, and it looks really nice. And if you have the luxury of getting some of that stuff, go ahead. I mean, it's not that expensive, and it makes it look really nice. I don't need it for this. We're in Texas. I want things to cool off usually. Okay, and here it's usually pretty warm, so I don't use these, but maybe like 2 or 3 times a year at the most. But when you need them, you need them. And so this will just get done like this, and that'll be good. And being in a shop like this is the only place where it's really going to operate. So wish I'd have cut that a little bit shorter, because now I'm going to have like some sort of weird bend in my wire. I'd rather have the bend out here though. So I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to get these all taped up real nice. So just wrapping it around. Again, you electricians, you got a better way to do this, you let me know. All right, I'm here to learn too. Not just here to teach, I want to learn. All right, you guys comment, tell me what I could do better. Tell me if there's another tool I could use. You know, obviously with planning, I wouldn't have a green cord attached to a black one. So, but we're already in the midst of this. I didn't think I'd need it, and I went ahead and changed my mind. So we're gonna go ahead and make do with what we got. And I'm gonna have that little loop in there. It's just gonna be a thing. So maybe I'll come back, shorten that up, and you know, at some point, get that little loop out of there and crimp that down. You know, about right in there. And then I can just tape it all the way down, it'll be fine. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. This is fine. That's not a real trip hazard for me any more than having the cord on the floor. So there we go, all right? Cool, I'm gonna leave my tools out here for now in case I end up needing them later. I'm just gonna leave them right by the job. You guys let me know if that's something you do too, but that's something I'm gonna do. Again, I'm not saying my way is the right way. I'm here to try to learn and maybe show you guys how I get stuff done. Obviously, with electricity, you got to be careful, right? You gotta, you don't want to you don't want to be foolish with this. So if you still don't feel comfortable doing it, just don't do it, or talk to an electrician before you do it, or just have an electrician do it. Okay, if you really don't feel comfortable doing it. I'm here just showing you how I do it. I'm not telling you that's the way to do it or that's the only way to do it. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Again, it's cold out there. So you guys stay warm, all right? You guys stay safe. Try not to drive on this stuff unless you need to. And thank you guys. Love you guys. God bless. Y'all click subscribe, click like. Let us know what you're thinking of this stuff. And again, feel free to teach me too. I like learning. Y'all have a nice day. I found my glove. It fell out in the middle of the snow. Yes! My hand doesn't have to be so cold anymore. All right, I was worried. I lost it.